Hello everyone, Sidewin here. Today I'm talking about free mistakes that I've seen a lot of new YouTubers make. If you are a new YouTuber or a VTuber, it is very likely that you have made at least one of these mistakes. However, the good thing is that all of them have extremely easy fixes because they're very simple mistakes. So with this first one, I'm going to tell you a little story. Imagine you're looking on Reddit or Blue Sky or any other social media platform and you see a VTuber's clip that really gets you interested in them. And when you click on it, there's no links in the description. So you assume, hey, I'm supposed to go to their profile. But you just get this. There's still no link. So this is the mistake, not putting links in your profile or preferably in your video description. The reason is you want to use this content to attract viewers to your other content, meaning that you need to connect to your other content. So preferably you put the link in the video description to your channel. However, if the platform doesn't allow that, like I've heard Instagram can do that, then you want to put it in your profile description. And generally, having a straight link to your main content platform, whether that's YouTube or Twitch, straight from your profile, it's preferable to a link tree, although you can include both. It's quite simply, viewers are more likely to follow you to other platforms the fewer clicks they have to make. So if you've intrigued them enough to click, you want to be able to connect them immediately. So the way you fix this is quite simply, you go to your profile on the main platforms you advertise on and add the links. Most platforms have a way to add these, like Reddit, for instance, lets you add specifically your YouTube as a link below the profile. Discord has a similar functionality, and Blue Sky also lets you put links in the description. Other platforms have their own rules on this, but in general, put the links there. The second mistake is continuing on the prior one, and it's a lack of contact information. Below are the three main ways you can have contact information, and I'll be explaining why you want all of these in some form or another. So the problem with the lack of contact information is that it doesn't allow people who want to work with you, as in like on your side of the channel, not as a viewer. It doesn't let them find you. So if you are, say, trying to collaborate with another creator, like if they want to work with you, then they need some way to contact you. And if there's no contact information on your channel, then, well, they can't. And there is one caveat to this. You do not want to put your personal email or personal phone number up on your channel. You want to create a separate form of contact for your channel, so that you don't have people who know your phone number. Because, for example, if someone knows your phone number, in the United States at least, then they can find whatever state you registered your phone in, which is very likely the place where you live. So you want to prevent as much personal information as possible from getting into the public sphere. There are three main forms of contact with different uses. So the first one's direct messaging. This is a built-in functionality of most social media websites. So if you have a Discord account or a Reddit account or anything, then people can contact you through direct messaging. Again, make sure you are not using your personal account for this because the overlap is usually bad. So direct messaging is most often used by people who want to collaborate with you on the YouTube side. Like if I'm looking to collaborate with someone, I'm probably going to end up direct messaging them in one of the Discord servers we share. As such, you likely want to leave your DMs at least somewhat open. Do not hesitate to block scammers, however. And be aware of all the major forms of scams going around, especially art commission scams if you're a YouTuber or a VTuber. Because those are very often targeted at DMs. However, if you reach out or you've been previously talking with a person in a public channel, there's a chance that direct messaging is the best way to go about it. The second one is you want some method for your viewers to be able to contact you. Honestly, YouTube comments or Twitch chat can usually be enough for this. However, if your community is getting bigger and it's kind of difficult to manage that, then you might want to create a separate contact location. The most common one for streamers is a Discord server. This is very easy to set up. It does require some moderation, of course, but it is a good way to engage with your community. This last one, yes, I know many of you think email is outdated, but the reality is email is still the main method of professional communication. So this is actually most often used by people who would want to either sponsor you or provide you with, say, a game code. So if you're communicating with a game developer, they almost always prefer you use email because an email is a little less likely to attach them to a scam of some kind than direct messaging or a public location. And it allows them to privately send the information, which a public location does not. So if you want to be able to be contacted by sponsors or game developers, make sure you have an email. It can be on any service. If you already have a Google account or a Microsoft account, you already have an email address. However, that is, again, likely tied with your real-life identity. So you want to create a separate account that can be used for contact information on your YouTube business side. I highly encourage you to set this up early because, in fact, game developers will contact small streamers if they are a small dev themselves. So if you want the chance to get free games, please create an email if that gives you an extra incentive. All right, so this final mistake here is another really simple one to fix, and YouTube honestly encourages you to fix it. It is specific to YouTube. So if you click on someone's channel and all you see are newest and most watched videos, generally that's not a attractive thing to viewers because it makes them ask, where am I supposed to go? Especially if there's more than a few videos. Like if you have 5 videos, you might be okay right now. But as you get closer to like 100 or 200, well, it's going to start just looking like a mess. So it's better to organize your content into playlists. And there's a few ways you can do that. Like you could put all the VODs of your streams in one playlist. And you could also sort your videos and VODs by what game. Because you can put a video or VOD into 2 categories at once without difficulty. And in fact, you can put one video on as many playlists as you like. So find some way to sort your channel. And this is dependent on your content, but make sure you do it because viewers are far more likely to click and find the content they want in that case and be able to find more of it at once rather than being linked around to different videos on your channel. So that is all of the mistakes I am talking about today. If you have any questions about these, feel free to ask. I can provide additional feedback on it. And I hope that you take advantage of this to improve your YouTube channel and your Twitch to further your success as a VTuber or YouTuber. Thank you for watching.